Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Arisa and this is Arisa Roo Art, and festival season is over. Oh, I haven't released a video in almost 3 months, you guys. Oh, it's so long. But my art show season is like June, July to the end of the year, and I do 1 to 3 art shows a month each weekend, and it's so busy because I'm creating and I can't film it all because I have to just make it, let it cure, let it dry, let it resin, blah, blah, blah. So I'm crazy busy and I can't put it all on film, but I'm back for our ColourArte Winterfest and I'm super pumped because this thing that I made you right here, so cute. You'll see it's gonna be in a lot of time lapse, basically all time lapse. A couple of moments of real time, but it took a long time. And I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see what all my other artists, creators, or friends make in the ColourArte Winterfest, and I'm excited for you to be here. So remember, there are prizes. You've got to like the video, you have to comment on the video, you have to subscribe to the video, and you'll be entered to win such fabulous prizes as listed below in the description box. I am so happy to be back. I can't wait to see what 2023 holds for my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna make some new and different things, and I'm so excited, and come join us. Bye. All right, so my base coat is gonna be a little bit of the Amsterdam Interference Blue as well as the Pebeo Studios Iridescent Green Yellow. And I just made it really thick because I'm using this silicone roller that I got on clearance a couple years ago from Michael's for like a few bucks. And it leaves this really cool texture, and I had never used it, but it was on clearance. And I figured one day I'll use it, and guess this project is the day. And I'm so in love with the results. Love them. So this is the next day. You can see it's all dry, the pattern's there. I've got my respirator and I'm gonna put my base coat of resin with some colors on it. You'll see I'm using the ProArt resin by ProMarine, and I'm gonna put it in a hot water bath. My tap water comes out at about 140 degrees, so I put it in there because I really wanted to cure in one day so I can keep going with my next steps. Here I go, let's get some color. All right, so my first layer of resin, I have 4 colors here. I'm using my Vivid Intense Phthalo Turquoise, I can speak, as well as the Chromium Green. And then I'm using some Resin Art in Pistachio and also in Green Apple with a little bit of butterscotch in it to give it a little gold undertone. And you'll see how I'm gonna layer these and layer them and swirl them. And then I'll use my fingers to create a pattern. And I did that several times because I heated up my resin. I was able to create a pattern in it. And in no time, that pattern was staying, which I loved, and you'll see the result. Rock to the rhythm, you don't stop. Rock to the rhythm, you don't stop. It's the learning curves, y'all. You'll see what I did. Oh my gosh, guys. That was a whole thing. So what happened was the stencil vinyl that I used to make my stencil misbehaved in that it was too sticky. I'm just going to find the center of my piece again while we talk. But it was so sticky. And so when I went to remove it, especially since I only poured this resin this morning, so it was cured, but not like super cured. When I went to remove it, it was not budging. And so I just had to adapt. It wasn't fun. I had to sand a bunch. I had to use my goo off to get the sticky off from the vinyl. I had to, just putting this hole here because it's a clock, so it's gonna have a center point anyway. But I had to do so much. And so I've got it now down to this nice matte finish. It will shine up again when I do my resin. So this time, instead of using the transfer or the stencil vinyl that sticks like a crazy thing. My gosh. I'm using contact paper, which means that I've got clear contact paper and a clear transfer. So it'll be interesting. So I'm going to stop talking again. I put these black lines on, so I know that these black lines are the pieces that need to stay or be removed. I'll figure it out when I get to that point. But it's a whole thing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to need to take the black lines off of here. If not, then I'll fix it and I'll do the right thing. All right, so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to keep on going. Hopefully this will work this time. Wish me luck. All right, so you'll see I'm using my golden molding paste to create my sloth. So now that the molding paste is all done, I'm using my Vivid Intense and the Indigo Blue Black and a little bit of the Vivid Enamel to color in my words. Don't hurry, be happy. Off camera, I colored in my sloth with the Titanium White by Amsterdam, and now I'm using more Vivid Intense colors. My first color is going to be a nice chocolate brown, and I'm using the Van Dyke Brown and the Nickel Azo Gold in the Vivid Intense, as well as the Rustic Earth in the Primary Elements and the Firefly in the Primary Elements, and you'll see the color that it develops. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm also using a little bit of the Hansa Yellow by Vivid Intense. Right, so my lighter brown color is using the Vivid Enamel again, and I'm going to use the Hansa Yellow. I'm going to use the Persimmon by Primary Elements. I'm going to use the Van Dyke Brown by Vivid Intense. I'm going to use Chantilly Lace also by Prism Pour. I just love mixing these ColourArte colors and pigments and micas and all of them just to come up with the perfect shade. And you'll see I love the shade in the end, and it's just tweak here, tweak there, add a little here, add a little there. And you see that Vivid Intense goes so far. I love it. Right, and so for my lotuses, I'm using the Miami Magenta by Prism Pour with a little bit of Cherry Sorbet in it, which is a primary element. You'll see this color is so pretty. And for his lip, I added just a little bit of Chantilly Lace to a cup and then took the stir stick from this cup, this pink cup in, and just colored my Chantilly Lace just a little bit to give him a little bit of a pink lip. You'll see through this process how when you layer these colors, the depth of color and the yumminess of it all just intensifies. And I love how this color and the lighter color and those pinks that turned out. They're beautiful. All right, so now it's time to place my numbers. I never said it earlier, but I printed my sloth on my Cricut, and I also printed the numbers for my clock on my Cricut too. Just had to make them in two separate prints because the clock is so big and I can't go over 12 by 12 on my Cricut. So this is a 14-inch square or circle. So you'll see I'm doing my numbers. The contact paper will look a little rough and a little ragged in some places, but it doesn't matter as long as the area under the numbers is straight. You'll see in the end the numbers turn out so well. And when I got there, you'll see I'm using the gloss gel by either Golden or Liquitex, but I'm also using the fennel flowers, which is a primary element, and you'll see that pretty color. Oh, I love it. Keep watching. It's so much fun. Hey, you guys, guess what? I have a word. Actually, I have two words. The words you need from me are loses nothing. You'll see them on the screen. Again, those two words from me are loses nothing. right, so now it's time for my last layer of resin. I did it again in a hot bath, and just to kind of speed up the curing time, because you can control your resin curing time, and by speeding it up, accelerating that exothermic reaction, you can decrease your curing time as long as you're very careful and you're not using too much of volume of resin. And so to this resin, I added a little bit of the Bling It Gold Diamond, just because I wanted a little bit of gold sparkle. But I poured this resin, and 10 hours later, you'll see in the next segment here, 10 hours later or so, I was able to put the clock parts on this, and it's not cured perfectly yet, or it's cured perfectly, but it's not hard yet, so it still has to sit. But it was good enough for me to drill through it, and it actually decreased dust from my drill because it was still a little soft. And you'll see how I tweeze out and make sure that I don't mess it all up. I'm going to just put some music on until the end here. I love this clock. Thank you for watching. I will show you the final clock result with the hands moving in the end. Psych, one more thing. When drilling into resin, get progressively bigger with your drill bits. Don't just go for the big one in the beginning. All right, guys, so here I am in real time finally. Sorry about all the mess on here, but this has been on this spinner for a couple of days now. As you can see, I painted the edges with I started to do it with the Pearl Mint Green by Arteza, but then it didn't match well enough. So I did the Iridescent Green Yellow by Pebeo. And this is so adorable. I absolutely love it. It says, "Don't hurry, be happy." It's a wonderful clock with a smooth moving hand. And I am so thrilled about this clock. It's so cute. And I love the sparkle in it. I love the colors of the Vivid Intense paints by ColourArte. And that fennel flower in the letters is just so pretty. And the little bit of gold sparkle you get when I put the diamond gold in the top coat of resin just gives you flecks of gold here and there. The Miami magenta, oh my gosh. And then that mixed with the Chantilly lace for the lips. These colors make me so happy. And I am so freaking thrilled with how this clock turned out. Thank you for watching the Winterfest. Don't forget to watch the next video. They're linked in my description below. I'm so glad you were here with me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.